ons echt het eerste avontuur wat we als Carré zelf naar Nederland halen. En het is eigenlijk uit gewoon een droom geboren dat ik heb Pippin gezien in New York. En gezegd, ja, maar deze is zo bijzonder. En als er nou 1 musical voor Carré gemaakt is, dan is het wel Pippin. En hij is zo sterk in zijn volle breedte. En het verhaal wordt natuurlijk verteld in de woorden, maar ook in het acteren, in het dansen, in de hele choreografie, in de muziek en acrobatiek. En met laatst die laatste gelinkt aan Carré. Die moet je eigenlijk in de originele versie in Nederland laten zien. And wouldn't you rather be a left-handed flea, a crab on a slab at the bottom of the sea, a newt on the root of a banyan tree, than a man who never learns how to be free, not till the day he dies. Ja. Nou ja, ik denk omdat ik net zei dat het verhaal in 5 verschillende lagen wordt verteld, dat ook al hoor je niet alle woorden, dat je het verhaal heel makkelijk meekrijgt. Pippin neemt je mee. Dus ik denk dat je het moet loslaten dat je elk woord letterlijk moet kunnen verstaan of begrijpen. En dat je het hele verhaal meeneemt. Wat ik wel denk is dat Pippin is ook een type musical. Iedereen kan er iets uithalen. Als je van musicals houdt, dan hou je van Pippin. Want het heeft niet voor niks al die Tony Awards gewonnen. Maar ook als je normaal niet een musical mens bent. Het is ook echt een theater, een voorstelling. Er wordt geacteerd, er wordt een verhaal verteld. En het zet je ook wel aan het denken. Hè? What's my corner of the sky? Dus ik denk dat iedereen er iets uit kan halen. Get tranquil, feel their grip. Go we stay. Tranquil spirits high. Pulses low. What I've left behind looks trifling. What's ahead? It's black. Am I doomed to spend my life lingering on? Dit is een verhaal op zich. Ik denk, het gaat over Pippin zelf en de jongen zoektocht in zijn leven. Van wat wil ik nou eigenlijk gaan doen leven? Mijn opleiding is klaar. En wat wil ik nou? Wil ik in de politiek? Wil ik in het leger? Wordt het de wereld van de liefde, de lust en de seks en de spanning? Waar is mijn plekje? En ik denk dat iedereen is een beetje Pippin. We halen ook 53 mensen cast en crew naar Nederland. Dus dat is ook gewoon ongehoord groot. En zelfs Pippin doet backflips. Maar er zit acrobatiek in als een rode draad door het hele verhaal. En die ondersteunt eigenlijk het verhaal vertelstuk. Dus het is... Gonna find my corner.
What can they expect? Goodness. Well, it's a musical. So if people are familiar with musicals, there is that. There's singing and dancing and acting. But it also takes place within a circus. So there's acrobatics on top of it. So I guess it's less of a traditional musical. It's been updated for modern audiences. The music is pop music. And there's a lot going on. And I think the themes are very relevant to people today. So... he's a young guy who's just graduated from school and is trying to find his place in the world. So he's trying to find his fulfillment. He's trying to become rich and famous and notorious in some way. So he tries many different methods throughout the show to achieve that. And none of them are really working. So there comes a point in the show where he maybe kind of changes his mind on what's important to him, what he will give up, how far he will go to achieve greatness in his life or achieve happiness.
Do we ever achieve greatness in our lives?
Well, that's the thing. That's one of the questions that we ask in the show. Even, I think we were talking earlier. It's people can be very, very successful, but then they see we're surrounded by people who are always more successful, always have more money, or always better looking, or have this or that more. So, and you go on Facebook or Instagram or something, and you always see it, and you always feel like, well, gosh, I should be going on vacation. I should be getting a new car. I should be having a baby or buy a new house or something. So the show talks about that. It talks about how to be a happy person, in this life. I've done Wicked on and off for almost 10 years, and I've gotten to play the role opposite about 30 different Elphabas.
Oh my God! Really?
So yeah,
Gosh,
so Willemijn was one of those people, yeah. And I think she's the best. I'm serious. I think she's really, really good, and we were so excited to get her because we'd been hearing about her on Broadway from the German production, and then she did the Dutch production.
And Scheveningen, also very nice.
Oh yeah. So so then she came to Broadway, and then she did in West End too. She's the world's Elphaba, isn't she? Yeah, well, I think it's just a very rare opportunity. It is truly very rare that a Broadway show with Broadway cast members come to really go anywhere. I mean, this is an opportunity that people in America don't often get. So for people who don't travel to New York City, which is hard to get to, we are coming here, and so I think it's a very rare opportunity to see a show that won all kinds of Tony Awards in New York City. It's a really great show, and I'm very proud to bring it here. It's exactly as it was on Broadway. It has not been cut down. It has not been minimized. It's the same number of people on stage. It's the exact same set, same costumes, same actors. So I've traveled a lot internationally this year for work, and I think one thing that a universal language is music, for sure. And honestly, acrobatics are as well. It's a nonverbal way of communicating. So is the dance as well. So even though we come from different parts of the earth, I think that we're still moved and affected by the same artistic sensibilities. And so I'm personally very excited to be here. I love being here, I hope that the Dutch people come and see the show.
I'm roots on the roots of a banyan tree. I'm big on a twig in Galilee. Then a man who never learns how to be free. Not till the day, not till the day, not till the day, not till the day he dies.
Yeah. Well, I play the role of the leading player, and the leading player is the leader of this circus troupe, this traveling circus, and she's the boss of the entire show, and she's very dark and mysterious and full of razzle-dazzle and secrets and androgynous. I mean, she's everything. She's awesome. And she's guiding Pippin, who is our everyday man in the show, on this quest of what it means to be extraordinary, and he's on this quest of self-discovery and self-exploration, and she's the devil, or ego, as I like to say, on his shoulder, manipulating him through this crazy cycle of life. Yeah. I mean, well, the show is still the same. I mean, we're bringing the exact Broadway production here, so the show doesn't change, but being here, I mean, feels completely different. I've only been to Europe once before, so this is my first time performing in Europe, and we're all just so ecstatic to be here and to be in a different country and to see how our show relates to the people here and how we can inspire them and also how they can inspire us, and the feedback that they're going to give to us, I think, is going to be really extraordinary for us to play. I mean, the music style, I think, you know, it's contemporary musical theater, so there's definitely a similar style there, but still I feel that Wicked's more kind of pop, and this has this kind of 60s, 70s nice beat because that's where it originated. So yeah, I mean, they're two totally different musicals, but they're both huge shows and very full of spectacle and razzle-dazzle, but also with really beautiful messages. Both shows have a lot of thought-provoking questions that I think are really inspiring to the viewers, but along with being visually stunning. Yeah, it's a must-see. I mean, we have insane acrobatics in our show who have traveled from, you know, everywhere. We have people from Germany, from Russia, from France, Monaco, I mean, everywhere. And they've performed in Cirque du Soleil and all, like, they're the top acrobats in the world. I mean, definitely, at least in my opinion. And they're doing things that are insane. And I think it's going to really blow people's minds what people can do with their bodies and how dangerous this show is. And the show definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat. You know, you don't know what's going to happen at any given moment.
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I've got to go away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has been so very nice.
I'll hold your hands, they're cold as ice.
But I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Ja, je mag het niet missen. Het kan maar 40 keer. We gaan 40 keer vertonen. Dus maart, april 2016. Hier moet je bij zijn.
Hi, this is Kyle Dean Massey from the Broadway show Pippin. And please come see us this spring at the magnificent Carré Theater here in Amsterdam.